Hey there, this is Doster, welcoming you back to the Lifetime Meditation Burn. Today is the first day of ice in Melbourne, Australia for the winter season, the cool season. So I had ice on my car this morning, had to put some water there. And yeah, not much to report for the for some reason I wanted to say 100 throwy challenge. Which is a very different challenge to the Lifetime Meditation Burn. Although there's something in the intention in that, yeah? There's something in the power of taking a big goal and really going for it. Like there's something in the attitude of saying, I'm going big, I'm going to give it everything that I've got, and I really want to go through with it no matter what. Damned be the consequences. Damned be whatever it is that I have to face. And I have to keep aligning myself again and again. And in the Lifetime Meditation Burn, we talk about refocusing, realigning, and recommitting. And again, we come back to this because we need to remember. We need to remind ourselves. And really, you can burn anytime you remember. Anytime you remember to burn, anytime you remember that it's there, anytime it comes to mind, you can burn. Now, the strength by which you burn, that's something you work on. That's something you do by having regular intensives, regular moments of heavy burn, yeah? Using the music, using the voice guidance, sitting down with your eyes closed, or moving your body, or dancing, or bringing an actual particular issue to it, yes, having something to burn. But then also there's the thing of the remembering, yes? So there's the power behind how much strength you bring to it or the intention you bring to it. And then there's the frequency by which you remember to burn, how often you come back to it. So a little reminder in the mind, a little thing that you have as a thought throughout your day is something that has different levels of depth to it, different levels of strength to it, as well as different frequencies. So the reminding, or the refocusing, as we would say, is the little thing that you do just again and again, and the commitment, the deeper intention is how intensely you can burn. And you build this up by weaving it together, by regularly doing meditation retreats or awareness intensives. It might be that you do Path of Love. It might be that you do a Satori retreat. It might be that you go off and have some time alone by yourself and doing a solo retreat. And further still, you want to be able to bring that into your daily life. Yeah, it's not enough to just quit society and not live and just go off and live in the mountains. Like some people do that. Some people decide that there's no way to live in a city. There's no way to participate in society and be conscious. And they just go off and they live in the mountains and they meditate and they reach their enlightenment. And I'm sure they have incredible levels of bliss and well-being and ecstasy and existential realization and all those things. Yeah, a monk who lives that life has existential realization. They have ultimate truth. They experience themselves as Godhead sooner or later. So there is something in that. But there's another side to it, which is that you say that's only partial because even the city life is part of this existence. Even the busy day-to-day activities is part of this humanity. It's part of living a life as a human being, and it's worthwhile having those experiences even though they come along with the challenges. So, how do you do that? How do you live a conscious life? How do you be in a place where there's traffic, there's pollution, there's paying bills, there's people who are unconscious, there's routine, there's work and all this stuff, and also remain conscious, like a monk in the mountains? You realize exactly that there's just not enough time to both sit on your ass for 8 hours a day and participate in society. So what can you do? You have to learn to meditate while you are working. This is work as meditation. This is action as meditation, conscious action. And you do that by reminding yourself. You do that by learning how to be conscious while you are working. So the way I learnt this, or one of the ways in which I practiced this, was to do the Work as Meditation program at the Osho International Meditation Resort in India. So I realized I've volunteered there many times now. It must have been, I think my first time I did it, I was there for 60 days as a part of a longer... I was there for a total of like 9 months, and 2 months out of that was workers' meditation. And then I came back again for another 45 days and then another 60 days. And I've probably done over 100 days as a total over the course of a few years there. But the point of the program is that you get given a job where it doesn't really matter so much about the job, right? The job is sort of pointless in a sense. It's just made up. And yet you're told to do it consciously. And because you're doing it while also doing your daily meditations and your morning class and your dancing, and you're also in a field of people who are conscious and working towards being conscious, you have a support to practice. Yeah, you get to go in and out of meditation as you work and as you involve yourself in the program. And then you learn, you realize, this job is something that I can do in the same way that I do any job. You also realize that all jobs are pointless. This can be a realization that you come to sooner or later in life. You realize there's no point in doing any work, and they're all made up, particularly if you're a consultant. But let's not go there. That's a rant for another day. But once you have this realization, the point, the insight, the realization to have is that you see, okay, this job is pointless, but I'm doing it and I'm here, so I may as well be present with it. I may as well do it consciously. I may as well be able to live this moment as it has presented itself towards me. Under these circumstances, as I find myself in this situation, by whatever means, by whatever way, however I have found myself to be here, I may as well make the most of it. So you practice and you realize, this is me waking up. This is me becoming conscious. This is me showing up. This is me contending with the present moment, contending with what is at hand, the task at hand. So, workers' meditation. I've got lots of stories about workers' meditation at Osho International Meditation Resort, and learning how to do that with people who are concerned with dancing, Tai Chi, yoga, active meditations, being conscious, living a conscious life, and all working together as friends. And of course, also, you have people who are quite unconscious, people who lash out and they behave with a sort of tangle or a confrontation. Yeah, you still have problems. You still have clashes of personalities. Just because people are conscious and meditating doesn't mean there's not the drama of humanity. Anywhere humans gather, anywhere humans are interacting with each other, there is drama. They are having a kind of back and forth. So you can learn this skill. If you're fortunate enough to learn this skill in a supportive environment as a part of a dedicated program, then definitely do that. Yes, I highly recommend having that opportunity to do workers' meditation as a defined program, as a thing that you want to, as a place where it's a structure that is specifically designed for that process. That's what I'm trying to say. However, if you don't, then you can learn to do it anywhere that you work. Workers' meditation and showing up occurs anywhere that you are. You can do it any time, in any position that you are. And the way that you do that is by reminding yourself. And how do you remind yourself? By refocusing, by realigning, by recommitting. And that's why I created the Lifetime Meditation Burn. Because it gives you something to realign to, gives you a reason to remember, to refocus, to realign. So that's a little bit of a rant about today. The next episode will be coming soon. Please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back very soon with more.